What causes narcissists to become narcissists? Were they born that way or exposed to trauma that caused them to become that way? What a great question. So where does a narcissist come from? Basically, the way that a narcissist forms, you can call it trauma, but I would say it's a very specific thing. A narcissist forms from conditional love. See, when we unconditionally love someone, we teach that person that there is something within you that is good, that is independent of how you act, how you look, how you behave. When you are not unconditionally loved, and when you are conditionally loved really, really, really hard, or not so much the love, but when the conditions are huge, when your whole life is about conditional responses, then what happens is someone becomes very attuned to things outside of them. They become focused on the outside, focused on the outside, focused on the outside. And that leads to narcissism. But the other thing is, if you grow up with a narcissistic parent, they're narcissistic, right? So the way they feel about themselves depends on how you behave. And then in turn, I don't know if this kind of makes sense. I'm going to try to draw this. They'll do something that then makes you do something, behave in a certain way, which then makes them feel proud. And if they feel proud, that means that they are a good parent. So this behavior that you do determines whether they feel proud or they feel good. And if they feel good, then they love you. So what happens then? You learn that love depends on this behavior. If you do this behavior, then you get love. If you don't do that behavior, you get punishment. You're growing up in a conditional love situation, which is really common when your parent is a narcissist. And so that will make you narcissistic.
I'm trying to grasp what he was saying. As far as like, so are you not supposed to do the thing that's what you're supposed to do? I mean, like, say if I reward my kids for doing a good job in school, are they like, is that not the right thing you're supposed to? I'm not agreeing, like saying. Yeah. I'm trying to understand what he's saying, exactly saying.
So
because what did you get from it?
All right, back. For number one, y'all, I want to introduce myself. They call me Bones out here.
Yeah.
They call me Bones.
Yeah.
Tell me your name, shorty.
Yeah, I'm Be Easy, man. We hate to bring y'all some content, man.
Facts. But what I get from it though is when he said, what stuck out to me when he said something about like conditional love, right? So basically what he's saying is, it's like when a kid feel like conditional love, because that's what he basically saying where it start at, right? It's and they not getting that unconditional love. It's like they getting only a layer of you when they supposed to get multiple layers of you.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? It's like they only getting one thing. Like for instance, if you playing basketball, they not teaching you how to shoot, dunk, play defense, nigga. They only teach you how to dribble. Which is not going to be able to get you inside the game. So that's what he basically saying when it comes to conditional loving for a child. And it's way more, of course, it's way more severe, bro. But when they saying for a child and they not getting that unconditional love, it just builds up something inside of them. And they know once they run to that outside world, my nigga, you definitely going to get no unconditional love.
Yeah, I mean, see, I'm glad you listening, because I'm listening too, but at the same time, it's like, I heard unconditional love, and of course he didn't say that because you say he said conditional love. Yeah. But so I'm like, that makes sense though. Like I said, it's like on the job training. Somebody teach you how to do one thing, you only know how to do that one thing. So it's like
now think of it from an aspect of like that's just general stuff that we talk about. We talk about loving somebody. That's deep, nigga. That's something. Not trying to say it like that. We lead to persevere in life, nigga. So yeah, man.
And the reason we doing this too, man, is because me, Be Easy, I never been through narcissistic a person or whatever, but I'm trying to understand it. And my man Bones over here, he been through it. So
yeah, I feel like I experienced it heavily, and me and my man Be Easy, he was kind of interested, and we just want to bring, I mean, I never say the world, but people on YouTube how to navigate through narcissism at the same time us learning exactly what narcissism is.
Yeah. So technically, I'm kind of here to understand it. Get more clarity, ask questions. He kind of here to tell you, I've been through it. This is what I did, and how to go about doing it yourself. So we're gonna keep dropping this content.
You ready to play the next clip?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like. Did you feel like we
fully understand? Yeah, I think this was just a beginning part right here of us just like us trying to get like the beginning of narcissism, like learning. It's a lot, but we just learning. So basically, what I'm saying is, overall, this video that we just seen, it's just basically like, yo, narcissism. Most of the time, if you are a narcissist or you have narcissistic traits, it starts from conditional love, my nigga.
So you saying it should have been unconditional love?
Everybody need unconditional love, definitely
Okay.
as a child. Just
Okay.
imagine what that do to you, bro.
What about as an adult?
You are. It's not.
So-
I'm not saying you already set in stone. And I'm just saying it's like, don't you know how they be like, yo, once a person get into a certain point, they stuck in their ways.
Mm-hmm.
It be like that. It takes a lot for you to change after you don't receive that, bro. You go on in life unless you realize yourself to be like, bro, I really need to go internal and change. And not trying to say it like that. How many people you came across that be like, I truly want to change myself and don't do this shit?
You mean how many?
How many people you come across in life that be like, yo, I want to do this, I want to change, and they truly, as an adult, just say 24 and over, they want to change, but they truly don't do it, my nigga.
I mean, I do feel like I hear a lot of people say they want to do it, but they don't do it.
Yeah,
So.
that shit, that's hard, bro.
Yeah.
Like, to really change, bro, you have to change everything about yourself. Like, and what I mean by that is you gotta change the music you listen to. You gotta change the people you're around. You have to change the way how you move. It's like, that's hard, because you can change 3 things about yourself, right? But if you don't change that other one thing, it's so easy for that one thing to collectively send you back to the old 3 things. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that's why I really feel like it'd be so hard for people to change.
Okay. Oh, that makes sense, man.
Yeah. Let's get into the next clip, bro.
All right.
Let's talk about it in terms of sort of the key kinds of pillars, if you will. It's a person who lacks empathy, who's really entitled, meaning that they expect special treatment to be given to them, but nobody else. They're very grandiose. They harbor huge fantasies. They only want to affiliate with people they think are as cool or as interesting as they are. They're very superficial. They're very concerned about their appearance, the appearance of people around them. I always think of them as beautiful facades with not a lot behind them. They don't regulate their emotions very well. They're very prone to throwing tantrums, getting angry very quickly, especially if they don't get their way. And they can be really hypersensitive to criticism. They're willing to dole it out, but they absolutely can't take it. So those are some of the key elements we see in a person who's narcissistic.
Now, what was an instance when you ever first of all, do you feel like what she's saying is true?
Hell yeah. One thing that I just got from that video is how selfish they is. You feel me? Self-centered they are. You feel me? And in the beginning, bro, when you actually dealing with somebody like that, you won't even notice it, because it's like when they in that happy stage, or when they trying to get you, like, they'll do everything for you. They'll make you feel like a king or a queen in the beginning. But it's like, it's so weird, because as soon as you confront them from their problem, or like you confront them for trying to tell them about themselves, bro, you know they look at you like you're a demon after that, bro.
That's crazy.
You know how messed up in the mind that actually is, though, bro? Like, it's like, during a happy stage is cool. Everything cool. We care about each other. We bop, everything good. But as soon as you try to correct them and you try to hold them accountable, nigga, it's over with for you, low key. And the only way things is going to get right after that, if you take the L. And they will manipulate you into thinking that you are wrong for the situation they are wrong for.
So in an instance, how would you even find out that you was in a narcissistic relationship?
Shoot, man. Once you start to really realize it's a pattern. Like, once you start to really realize, like, damn, this nigga don't never take accountability. Once you really realize you caught a nigga red-handed, or you caught somebody really, like, wrong, and they really flipped the switch on you to make me feel like in some type of way you was wrong too.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I felt like I was in a narcissism relationship.
Okay. And let's not get this twisted. You know, narcissism, it can go either ways. From what I've been told, it can be male or female.
Hell yeah.
So if you're dealing with a male, or if you're dealing with a female, we kind of, you know, here to show you the logistics on, you know, exactly what exactly and how to deal with it, what exactly it is and how to deal with it. So
yeah, I'm great that I'm kind of actually excited for this channel, bro, that we able to, because it's like I know, or I feel like deep down that I was in a narcissistic relationship, but us learning more is just gonna bring things into fruition for us. And it's like everything gonna come so together in my situation, and I'm glad that I'm able to learn and teach that. But what's one question would you say about the clip that we just watched, or something that you just asked, or what's something that can go on in here to be like, damn, not being in a narcissism relationship is actually crazy. Like, what do you think?
as far as what? As far as being in a relationship with it?
Yeah, like with a narcissist. And another thing is, y'all, I if y'all got another word for narcissist, please let us know, because it's like we say it's so like it's like a very, very, it is a bad thing to be that, but we say it to where it's though it's like they demons for real.
Yeah. And for those of y'all who don't know, just real quick, the NIR on the logo is narcissism is real. So we just want to put that in there and show y'all that this does actually exist, and it is people out there like that. So
right, it's a lot of, as my guy B.E. just said, it's a lot of people out there like that, and it's a lot of people that go through it. And one of the reasons me and my guy right here run this channel tours, because we want to communicate with the people that go through it, because a lot of people truly don't understand this, bro. Like, you really be in a whole different world when you're dealing with like a narcissist for real. And another thing is, some people don't survive it, bro. Some people stay in it like for the rest of their lives, and it's like the people that actually get out of it. I ain't trying to say it like that, but my guy, you feel like you got superpowers, nigga. You can see things from a mile away, but don't get it twisted. It messes your head up too, though, bro. Everything that you actually been through with a narcissist.
yeah, I think it takes being the right person to handle something like that, or just having a strong mentality to not actually fold under pressure, or to know exactly what to say in those situations, as far as, you know, the situations you've had, or, you know, we talked about and stuff like that. So yeah, it takes a strong-willed person, as far as your mind, to crack under pressure. Like I said, it's easy to talk that talk when you're not dealing with it, but when you're dealing with it, like if you don't know the right things to say, how to deal with the situation, how to carry your emotions, you're gonna wind up flipping out. They're gonna make you turn into a different person, from what I've seen.
Facts.
So
That's absolutely a fact.
yeah.
Like I said, this is the beginning stage for me and my guy right here on learning about narcissism. Please, you know, comment down below any questions that y'all have, or comment down below if y'all actually have been through it. We about to be bringing y'all a bunch of content when it comes to this, bro. So
Yeah, that's real rap.
what you guys say before we get out of here, bro?
Not too much, man. I just want to say, you know, just try not to lose yourself in dealing with somebody that's narcissistic.
Facts.
I think, you know, it's very easy to be emotional if you don't know how to, you know, contain your emotions. So, but I think you also need to, you know, make sure you know what you're dealing with and try to understand it. So
that's a fact. Well, we about to get out of here, yo. Narcissism is real.
Yep.
I'm Bones.
I'm Be Easy. We out of here, man.
Let's get it.